Hails and welcome to Rauta's Death Metal Reviews. This time we go to Germany with a band called Slaughterday. And while this might seem one of those newer bands, with Tyrants of Doom album, this band has been there for more than 10 years already, releasing quite a few albums. But yeah, I guess when compared to bands from the 80s and the 90s, these kind of death metal bands seem new to the genre, new to the scene. Well, as you can pretty much figure out from the band photo here on the booklet, these guys are no newbies nor youngsters. You can pretty much sense or even smell the veteran status in the metal scene. Here it is, FDA Records release, out to be 23rd of September 2022. I got, luckily, as it is supposed to be, this one before the actual release date so I could prepare for the review accordingly. So, as you can see on the Metal Archive site, this band was founded in Germany 2010, and since that, the band has put out 4 albums all in all. The style here is very much old school death metal, one could say traditional death metal. Now, this is an interesting combination because way often, bands tend to be certain kind of scene oriented. That is, certain bands are, this is coming from Sweden or Swedish style of death metal. Then there are bands which are very American kind of death metal and so on. This one, interestingly, however, is like split between the American and Swedish type of death metal. Both very much originating from early 90s when it comes to this particular album. 45 minutes, 10 tracks, and it's good. That's the main point of this album. Now, with my initial spin, I started to figure out which bands this actually reminds me of. And the first one was the debut album of Death, Scream Bloody Gore. There was something very death-like, yet not being exactly copycat. I was pondering a little bit more because I really couldn't put my finger on it. And I was thinking, is this autopsy or what the heck I'm listening to? Couldn't really figure it out. I was done with my review and stuff like that, like ready to type everything in my finished review and getting as such ready for this video interview. And when I was checking out for the track list and all, to check out the similar artists, like what other people have been, feeling that is similar to Slaughterday. And guess what? Autopsy was mentioned there as most voted as similar artists. Others being Firespawn, Grave, and also, which one? Massacre, yes. Now, early Massacre is very close to early Death, where for obvious reasons, if you look into the past of Massacre, and having them recently witnessed live as well, you can pretty much sense the kind of a Florida 1980s feeling. And that is where exactly Tyrants of Doom is pointing at. It's like giving pointers to that way, being Sweden, imagine that, and United States, especially the Florida scene. So there's like different directions where this is drawing its inspiration, I guess, or at least how it seems to smell like. It's like smelling the corpse and saying, okay, this part is, no, I'm not getting into details. Let your imagination flow wild with rancid, pungent stench and all that stuff. The point here is, this is not of those hyper-fast death metal, nor it's the technical kind, nor it's the modern deathcore kind or anything like that. This is as old school as death metal can come in 2022. Could really be from the late 80s or early 90s. This feels like decades old. As such, timeless. And that's the beauty of it. These deep growly vocals really support the riffing, which is then again, once again, nodding towards America and Sweden, and it blends in beautifully. It's like a perfect combination of these styles. While not exactly original, given with the given description and all, it's just taking the best of both worlds. Now, of course, it's hard to challenge all those classics. I mean, I think they're too much on the top of a mountain to do exactly that. But even so, Slaughterday is doing really, really good job, like paying homage to these classic albums, old bands that pretty much generated the whole genre, be it in the States or Sweden or even other parts of the world. And as such, I think they have done really, really nice job. Now, what this could have indeed is more hit song potential. Now, hit song is always a thing which I guess a lot of people feel like, what the hell? We're talking about death metal, not like Madonna. But if you really think about it, whether it's early D-side or, you know, Death or Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse, you can pretty much say, okay, these are the hit songs. There are memorable riffs and all that stuff. And this is where Slaughterday is a little bit behind these classic veterans. Exactly, you know, they have the guitar solos, which are, by the way, good. And they have nice melodic parts, which are right there. But when it comes to the main riffs or the chorus parts or stuff like that, this is not Dead by Dawn or things like that. Even so, that being said, this is a strong release, and I totally think that every old school death metal people, even the ones who said nothing good was released since the early 90s, would give this one a chance, because this is exactly that. Old school death metal tribute or homage, whatever you want to put it, I don't really care. But check it out! You will find links provided in the description box, and even if all the songs are not there just yet when this review comes out, come check out later, or maybe consider buying a CD. This is, in my opinion, worth your money if you're old school death metal maniacs, such as yours truly. So, this is my recommendation. I hope you dig it, I hope you like it, I hope you buy it. Cheers, and see you soon. More reviews coming your way.